one of these teams would rush for 200 yards, early third quarter. You would have thought it would have been the Steelers, given what Detroit was on run defense and given what the Steelers had done for the last 4 games on rushing offense. But it was the exact opposite, which is just stunning in a way for me.
I mean, they just manhandled the Steelers up front. Like, Devin Bush is obviously and deservedly getting a lot of flack right now because it just looks like there are numerous plays every game where he has no real inclination to be physical. But anybody that knows football will tell you, and they are right to say this, it starts when your guys are getting manhandled up front. And when you're getting offensive linemen, big athletic guys getting to the second level, they're going to wipe out guys like Devin Bush if they can get their hands on him. And that happened way too often. That should have been this game still should have been won by the Steelers. It's obvious. We all talk about point spreads now. When Ben was announced as out, that line moved only 2.5 points from like 8.5 to 6. So this still should have been a game defined and dominated by the Steelers defense. And the fact that it wasn't, after Mike Tomlin spent the whole week preaching, there are no FCS schools, no group of 5 schools, it's just an indictment of them. I mean, there are so many things we could talk about that went wrong, but that defense's play against a team, I will stress again, Bob, that literally couldn't throw the football. Their quarterback was physically incapable of it. That's the worst part of it for me.
77 yards passing for the day, and yet they still managed to run, and they game planned to run. We'll take a break, come back with more here, plus your phone calls at 412-575-2600. The Penguins are coming off back-to-back losses as well. We'd like to get into that at some point. They come home to take on the Buffalo Sabres tomorrow. And, it's mid-November. We're heading to Thanksgiving. Is there time for concern there with that squad, with that roster? We'll talk about that and more as we continue live right here. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on Pittsburgh CW.